ャンペーン実施中。
Oh, my mic wasn't on. Wow. Well, good actually, because I jumped into this by immediately screaming and trying to jump scare anyone. And then immediately I regretted it. So you know what? Oh no, pretty good. Hi everyone. It's been a while since I streamed. And I had so long that I haven't even had the chance to say that I bought a game capture thing. And I've been playing Mario Odyssey. This is my first time playing it. Oh my god. I've basically just been hello clock, hello dot, hello here and happy. Hello. I've just been working on a video on my main channel. I've just been doing that, but I genuinely have been enjoying like streaming ever so rarely, just so I can like talk about random stuff. It's been fun, and that's why I finally invested in a game capture device. Yeah, I totally understand the hype around this game now. I'm like, oh my god, this is an amazing Mario game. Look at him go. I completely forgot. I think I was supposed to do a final thing here and fight a boss. But man, it's been really weird now that I have a game capture thing for my Switch. Not only that I can like stream Switch games, like oh my god, look at this. I could stream any of this, maybe not Hales or Persona, but it's so weird, and especially not Fire Emblem. I'm never playing that game again. Ugh. Oh man, it's so weird. And I've just been really enjoying being able to play my Switch on my PC monitor as well. Such a weird and different experience, but no, I love my Switch. It's been really just been taking me back into gaming again. It's free real estate. It truly is. I didn't even know. Mario. I'm a fan of this outfit. Oh, Mario moves to Hawaii. He could have. He could afford moving there. Look at him collecting coins. I don't actually know if it's expensive to move to Hawaii. I just assume it is because no one wants people to move there. They probably have a lot of regulations. That's only my assumption. What am I doing? I should be playing a video game, not talking about real estate. Let's see. Video game. I could... Let's see. How is my audio, by the way? I don't actually know if it's, like, too high. How weird is the controller for that? I think I know where to go. Kind of. Can I get a guy? Help me? Nope. Okay, I'll check again. It's good? Okay. Let me double check. Yeah, alright. It seems good in the settings. See, because I did this thing over here. The glass is half empty. And then rotate using my controller. I did this. So... Oh, I did that as well. And wait, this is the one I need to... Yeah. Okay, it was showing me this entire time. It literally had a hand pointing, go here. And I was like, I don't know. Where do I go? Over here? Huh, mystery. Talking about good games, remember last time I mentioned not liking Pokemon Sword because of the exposition? You told me it was the same for you, but I ended up enjoying it. That motivated me to give it a shot again. I really loved the experience. Thank you for... Oh, I'm glad you felt the same way. And I definitely understand. I mean, I bought Pokemon Sword, or I bought Pokemon Shield, rather, and I put it down immediately, and I was like, I don't know, maybe not for me. And then I think it was 2 years later that I picked it up again. And then when I got past the opening, I was like, oh, this is actually, like, pretty good. And you know, I would say the story does not get better, but it does get less in your way. And you can still enjoy, like, a lot of the gameplay and all of that besides that. So, as a whole, I'm actually a Sword and Shield fan. And I have such mixed feelings now that I played Scarlet and Violet. Maybe I've talked about this before, but, it's so close to being a good game, Scarlet and Violet. It's so close. And then it just falls short because of, like, the performance. But that's basically just what I would say now to anyone thinking of getting it. Like, oh, what do I do? Do I get it or not? Just get it on the Switch 2. It's definitely not worth it on the Switch 1. I think that ruined my experience and enjoyment of it. Yeah, I thought, like, how should I put it? I thought the Dynamax thing was, like, cool. It wasn't, like, so insanely different that I was like, wow, it's a whole new experience. But it was at the same time, like, an interesting and fun little thing. It was different enough to be like, ooh, when do I use this? Because I ended up not using it just at, like, the end every single time. I tried to make sure that I was, like, matching it well. God damn it! What do I do here? How do I open this thing up? Oh. Interesting. Yo! No, okay, so that was not what I was supposed to do. Oh, I think I get it now, actually. Because it has, like, a moon on it? I probably need to find the last moon, what I'm guessing. Also, I want to know which starter you picked in Sword and Shield. Because I like Sobble. I'm a Sobble fan. Okay, I have no clue where that where that moon could be. Let's see. I will just explore around for a bit. I'm sure I will encounter it pretty easily. Seems like the moons are pretty easy to get. Also, I love underwater stuff in video games. Maybe you can tell from the fact that I'm a fish. Oh, yeah. Of course, Sobble. You gotta go Sobble. I mean, yeah, I'm very keen on picking the water starters throughout my entire experience with Pokemon. But I'm so all over the place. But I feel like all of this is also connected. But give me a chance, okay? Water starters, I'm a fish, underwater Mario. It's all connected. It's all there. We can all see it. I just need to connect the threads. Mario. Let's see. I've been around here. Mudkips. I did play that in my brief experience with Emerald. And I did stream Emerald, and I felt kind of bad that, like, I only streamed it twice, I think. But I did end up having something that happened that made it feel right. That sounds like it was a bad thing. What happened was my friend lent me their 3DS. So now I'm getting to experience all of the old 3DS Pokemon games that I missed out on. And one of them is Omega Ruby, which is like a Sapphire Ruby remake. Well, you know, it's a Ruby remake. And it's not Emerald, but I felt like, oh, maybe I should experience this a bit more. Ooh, could this be Moon? I'm gonna drown. I can't. Oh, there it is. I got it, but I am going to drown. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Is that not how you open it? I feel like nothing happened ever when I got the moon. This is a huge power move. We're seeing some epic performance from Matthias right now. He hasn't really gotten that many moons in other games before, but now we're seeing a whole come around. He's actually gathered, pretending I can count, 9 moons. Hoping no one knows. No one counts to correct it. Oh, 9, that looks about right. What if... Is it glow? No, it did that before, right? It glowed like that before. So yeah, I'm kind of like, I want to experience Omega Ruby a bit. And then maybe potentially go back to Emerald, just so I can compare. Because I feel like, oh man, I feel like it's kind of worth it to go to not only play the remakes, but experience games in all of their ways, including the original way. Because I maybe that's just not something everyone have to do. But I am genuinely interested in, like, how did they tackle the remake? How did they do this? What did they change? So even if I'm playing something like, I don't know, Brilliant Diamond, I'm very curious to go back and play Diamond. Nothing has changed. God damn it, I'm back where I'm started. Been meaning to ask you, how do you learn Japanese? So I went to, how old was I? I think it was 16 or something like that. And I was at the age at school where you have to pick like a language, like Spanish, German, French. And I briefly went to Spanish, and I was like, oh my god, I have no interest at all in this, I'm going to fail my class. And I found, what would I actually be interested in? And I switched to German, I think, and I felt the same thing again, like, I don't know. And then I went to my principal. I don't know what like bug I got in my brain that convinced me to do this. But I just went to my principal. I booked up a time and everything, and I asked like the secretary or whatever, like, hey, could I talk to the principal at the school? And she was like, yeah, what about? I want to learn Japanese because I think that would be like more fun to learn. And then he actually, I think because of that, he was like, oh, I want to hear this kid out because I've never had like a request like this before. And I just talked to him and was like, yeah, so I'm not really interested in French, German, or Spanish. Could I learn Japanese somehow? And he was super nice and friendly, and he was just like, oh, well, I don't know, we don't have that at the school, so I don't know how to do that. And then he was like, maybe I'll get back to you. And he actually arranged like a whole thing where he was like, okay, yes, I'm sending you to a different school that teaches Japanese on Wednesdays. Are you okay with like going to class at like 6 o'clock? And I was like, yeah, because at that point I was like, oh my god, I was very motivated. So I was like, yeah, I have no issue with that. I want to learn Japanese. So I actually got it very, very, quote-unquote, early on at school. All thanks to my principal. Yeah, and then after that I went to university. But I kind of flubbed, I'll be honest, I kind of flubbed it at university the first time I went. And, maybe I can ask this guy. Oh, I already got that one. So, later on I went to university, but I had the false confidence, because I did really well at you know, school before. That was, like, the class I did best in, Japanese. And, because of that, I was like, oh, I could go to university, take Japanese. I said jump! Would be easy. Oh my god, it's blocking. Sorry. Followed. Gromra. Gromrora? I hear you graduated from HoloLive. Welcome. I'll place with Streamlabs above this. Sorry, it might be a bit loud. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, so I basically flubbed it a bit at school later, because I was like, well, I already did the best in school before, and now I'm at uni, and how different could it be? And turned out, like, what I did at school previously made up, like, half the class, and I went there for classes and tried to stay motivated, but then I was just like, this is just a repetition of everything I know. So I ended up not going to university the first time around, because I was like, I know this is easy. Then the tests came, and I was like, oh no, I don't seem to know a whole lot about this second half of this test. This is a bit, you know, past my difficulty. And because of that, when I failed that, I was like so demotivated of like, oh my god, I failed. my passion subject that I kind of was like, maybe I'll not continue my university endeavor for now. And I've talked about this, but I went to university again last year because I saw that I was going through my grades and I was like, oh, I never succeeded at that. It's still there. If you look at my grades, it's just there. Like, I failed Japanese, and that motivated me to be like, what if I just went back to university again? And took it, and I did. So now I have good grades at university, and it was very fun getting back again. I actually think I might go back to university for Japanese again, but next year. It ended up being at a bad time, where I was like busy with a lot of stuff. So, I think I'll go back, yeah. But I haven't fully decided on it. But and also here's another weird thing. I actually had the same teacher that I had however long ago it was last time I had Japanese. And she did not recognize me at all. But it was really interesting seeing the comparison between who she was when she first taught Japanese and who she was now. Because, I didn't know this at the time, but she had apparently just started as a teacher, and this was like, I think her first or second year with Japanese, and that was her first time. And now when I had come back, it was like, she was just a natural, and she was super laid back, and she kind of knew everything about people being weirdos and weebs, and she was like, really into just like people having their own weird interests, and you could definitely tell. Just like, first time around, she had more of a Japanese education and how to be a teacher and a bit more strict. And now she was just fully Swedish. Like, basically, it was kind of weird, actually. Just how, like, I don't know how well she had integrated into the educational system. And the integration was just like being a normal person, being able to relax with your students and have fun. So yeah, I think almost like a part of why I'm keen to go back now is just like, wow, she has become like such a fun and interesting teacher. Whoa, Jesus. Okay. But I recommend it, even if you just study Japanese on your own. And I would, even now I would say I'm not fluent at Japanese. I would say like I'm like intermediate at best, even now. Because I'm very much taking it at a chill pace. I don't think you have to be like super serious about it. I think it sort of like put me down also from learning Japanese. Not really trying to embrace doing it at my own pace, but like, boy, it has to be like, when I do it, it has to be every single day, non-stop. And that can really just like, how should I put it? It can really demotivate you when you feel like it's taking up too much of your time. And you get to integrate a bit with your own media stuff. Like, I think probably the best way to learn any language is just like reading books. Reading stuff that you're interested in, like picking up a Wikipedia page. Hello, Lula. I'm still calling you that, Lula. It's good. I think, what was I saying? Oh yeah, just learning any language is like the best thing you can do is just reading stuff you're interested in. It's like the #1 way to just like get accustomed to stuff and like also just enjoying whatever media you can find. Like a lot of the Japanese media that I watch is I've never played System Shock 2. Oh yeah. You're giving your friends work. That's one way to do it. Hey man, here's some pressure. You gotta perform for me. God damn it. And you know any guy who's like learning Japanese would be pressured and want to do it. So it's a pretty good tactic. I might force my friends to do that on me. Why are you waterboarding Mario? Because I can't find where to go. I can't find where... Oh, how do I open that one thing up? The #1 Japanese media I'm consuming right now is not like anime or manga. It's this Japanese TV show called Gaki no Tsukai. They're famous for their like punishment games. You might recognize them if you look them up. But the thing about that is that, like, Gaki no Tsukai is like, most of the cast members are from Osaka. And the side effect of watching a lot of that is that you kind of just gain an Osaka dialect when all you consume is, like, Osaka comedians talking in their own weird way. But now I've really... I don't know, now I feel like I've had, like, a personal connection to the city of Osaka for that reason. Because I've just picked up so much of the vernacular. And it's already a city famous for, like, comedy and, stuff. They're famous for comedy and pancakes. I think that's about it. Like, is there an actual way? What is the action guide? Okay, that's an action guide. That's not where I go guide. I don't like his face when he does that, when he smiles. It feels so unnatural. Like, understandable. Hat floating. Hat floating. He's looking around. Stretching. What is this expression? What would make you go this? Ah, options. Whoa! Why is your mouth continually open? What requires heavy breathing, Mario? Oh, he's nodding. Okay, I see. He really wants to save. Okay, yeah. Hot dog out of a grill. Alright, fair enough. Hot dog out of a grill. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Waiting for you to take the picture. With his mouth open? Soy facing? My god. I guess that's expected. I'll have to save because of that. Majima, yeah. I'm still in Osaka right now. I'm in Yakuza 0. I've been taking it very slowly. But I love Osaka. And you see the same thing there with people doing their own Osaka dialect expressions there. And I had to make sure, I heard people talking, I was just like, wait, is this an Osaka expression, or is this just regular standard Japanese? And it was, in fact, Osaka. But at this point, I've watched so much, like, Osaka comedians kind of stuff, that I'm like, isn't this just how people talk? What's the difference? Nandi on it. In it. Take picture of hint art. Oh. My main focus when it comes to second languages is Spanish. Partly since I had to get to an intermediate level of a foreign language from a university program, and I had an experience with that before. I think it'll be one. Yeah, I've never been interested in Spanish myself, and I think part of that is just like I live in Sweden. So it's sort of like the closest thing to me is Spain. That's the usefulness for Spanish here, and I never really had any like interest in Spain, to be honest. I just don't really know anything about the place. For me, it's basically I've connected with a ton of Japanese people. They're doing a ton to learn English. I want to meet them halfway because I like them. They're good folks. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I feel, especially nowadays, I feel like Japanese people are a lot more open towards learning English and, like, engaging with foreigners and foreign culture. I feel like early on, when I was first learning Japanese, that was such a rarity to, like, see, like, oh, here's a Japanese guy and he's interested in foreigners. Like, oh my god, found a unicorn. Holy! Pirate? Found a pirate. You found a unicorn, I was about to say. But I found a pirate outfit. Oh, I kind of wish it was dark blue. That would have been even better. And I do kind of like the current... Oh! I can buy another moon? Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll save my money for now. Or will I? I'll buy it. Also, I went to Japan last year. My entire viewpoint on where I want to go once I get to college changed, and now I'm having second thoughts about Germany. I think Germany is a... You know, I've been to Germany, like, how many times? 5 times or something like that. And I love Germany. So I think you cannot make a bad choice if those are your options. Yeah, I mean, Japanese is a completely different language compared to English, but I feel like it's never really bothered me because I've had the interest to learn. And I think that's like the #1 thing of like learning a language. It's like, people talk about difficulty, this one is easier, this one is more difficult, but like at the end of the day, if you can be interested in one thing, that's going to be the #1 thing. Because that will make it easy and it won't really matter as much anymore. This was in USD, this is... I already have PTSD with Duolingo. I did use Duolingo for a while. And I think it's, you know, it's a fair introduction to language learning. I mean, I don't hate it as much as other people do, but I don't know, I've also never really taken it super seriously. I think it's probably good at just being the absolute basics. I've used it for, you know, a little bit of French and German and Japanese as well, just to try it out. But I think it's a bit weird when people are like, I'm a polyglot. I speak 80 different languages. That's a warning sign. That's when you know, okay, this guy definitely has a Duolingo subscription. But his lesson from studying Duolingo was like, what if I just took everything on Duolingo and charged money for other people to, like, pay me, and I just teach them what I learned in Duolingo. Actually, I love this outfit, and a huge part of that is the eye patch. This is a fucked up evil Mario. Sorry for swearing, but I had to give that emphasis right here. Look at him. You think this is a good guy? What? What is the gesture? Is it too hot? Is he... Okay, yeah, I think it's too hot for the outfit. Alright. Anyway, I think everyone knows this at this point, but do not trust anyone who's like, I speak 12 languages. They don't. They do not. Extremely rare, and if they're on YouTube trying to monetize it, that's not what, you know, they're there to make money. How about you become good at one language? That is my dream. Being good at one thing would be the dream. A white guy says hello in 80 different languages, and you won't believe what happens. Hi. Hey son, konnichiwa. Oh my god, are you a genius? Yeah. Did you graduate at Harvard? No. No, kinda. That's amazing. Okay, bye. Sayonara. Oh my god. You won't believe what happens next. He puts on a pirate outfit and swims underwater. Habla español? Sí. You know Wario would do that. Mario would not do that. Mario would be dedicated to learning a single language. Wario would not. He would be one of those polyglots. What'd be your advice for a baby trying to learn hiragana? The way that I learned it was just like I was learning it when I was still in school. So I would just sit in class and write hiragana when I was bored during class, and I could pretend like I was interested in taking notes. And the way that I would do it is I had this, we didn't have smartphones at the time. I had a, what's it called? iPod. For everything I needed, but I had this printed out page in my notebook of all the hiragana and katakana, and I would just sit and practice by writing every Japanese word that I knew. So I would just write like Nintendo over and over and be like, how do I write Nintendo in hiragana? And then I would practice like typing other kinds of stuff. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to repeat. Just want to buy a hat. pretty good too, but I'm happy with my pirate. So I would just write every word I knew. And then I would think and be like, here's a fun word. How do I write that in hiragana? I would sit in my paper in class. Insert iPod commercial with different colors. Yeah. An iPod Touch 4th Gen showed up in my dream last night. I could tell. Because it had a camera. It was shining. My god. I still remember the first time I saw an iPod and an iPhone. And when I saw an iPhone, I was just like, this is excessive. This is too much. I don't want to keep my MP3 player and my phone separate. And then I also remember having the moment being like, this sucks. Why do I keep them separate? It would be so much easier. Whoa, hold on. Did I just discover something? Is this it? I did it? Oh, it was that easy. My god. Yeah. I predicted phone addiction. I was first to predict it. I was first to have it. I was a genius. Oh, what was I gonna say? I remember things. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of smart. Oh, I love octopuses. I almost regret not being an octopus for a VTuber. Almost. But I could still do it. Maybe one day I will show up and be an octopus and be like, you know what? Now's the time. What the? Hold on, am I in Discord? Did anyone hear that? Oh my god, I am. Embarrassing. I don't think anyone heard that, but there was like a Discord voice chat disconnect sound. Like, oh my god. Whoops. How do I get... Oh, he's right. I thought, oh, I need to get up there. But no, he jumped up there and he's fighting there. He's right there. Are sand dollars or clams? I think people just... I don't know. The economy of the Mario world is all fucked. I think they only care about gold coins. But it's also right there, so I don't know. Maybe sand clams and coins, they just treat them the same way, you know? This is not different from a clam. I don't see them, you know, swimming around in circles, but maybe they just don't comprehend, like, what coins are supposed to be used for. Oops. What do I do? You want me to do what? Kill this guy? Whoa! Oh, why? Why did I make it? No, whoa, no. Wait, what do I do? Oh, it's gotta be involved in these, right? But it can't be as... No, that's a dumb idea. Go above his head. I see how it is. Ow. Oh, because he has lava in there. I'm dying because I... Oh wait, I'm stupid. I forgot I'm stupid. Because I can do this. Whoa. And now, like this. Haha, you're bald. Can you imagine? I shaved my head the other day. Why? Because I like it. It's very easy maintenance. And I look good. How could I deny it? I'm that bald and bearded white guy. That was my destiny. I am the Nintendo player. How do you like that? He's not really... Oh, I'm open. I guess it's fine. What was he talking about? I want to be an octopus? Yeah. Did you know that octopi, plural of octopus, they are estimated to have like the average like intelligence of a caveman? That's pretty fucking insane. Have you ever considered how smart an octopus is? Do you know why they can't, like, what's the word, like, advance? Because they live for very short periods. So the most intelligent octopuses, they just don't live in that long enough to be able to pass on their intelligence to the next people, the next octopi. Now let's kill him. Wow, it's taking a long time. Oh, wait, am I supposed to do something else, maybe? I'm dying. This better be it. Nope. Whoa! What did I do? Gotta be it. Whoops. I could die. I like being a fish because there's a lot of variety that also comes with being a fish. There's a lot of fun. I forgot I had one in health. Being a fish is good too. Right, that's got to be. As a whole, I really like this game though. Very good. I will say my biggest criticism of this game is that I'm not necessarily huge on the level design. I think it is like well, very varied actually. Like there was a Donk City level previously, the New York one, and I don't think I liked that one. And I think originally I was kind of like turned off from this game by the first stage, which was like Frozen Mexico Land. I didn't really like that one that much. But past that, it's been as a whole good. Damn it. I am doing it right though. That's good to know. Nice. Could I have been a catfish? Maybe. Who knows? Could have been a lot of things. Maybe that's part of my lore. Maybe I am fish, seawater, shape. Actually, that would be really cool lore now that I think about it. Just a shapeshifter from water. Is there any kind of myth like that? I need to like look into that. There's like a shapeshifter water type creature. I need to go where he is heading. Like here. I've never played Galaxy. I've never played Sunshine. So I feel like I have not too many Mario games I can compare to other than like 64. Is that it? Yep. I could just I just make up my own myth surrounding fish. Did you hear about the fish that can transform? That's already there's a lot of myths like that. I guess I'm not, I'm not being too different, too unique. Right? Nice. Also, did you hear about Death Stranding 2? I never played the first one. I've actually never... No way, I have played a Kojima game. I played Metal Gear 5, I think it was. The open world one. I never finished it, but I did like, you know, a lot of it. But I think I've never really had like a huge feel for that kind of gameplay and storytelling.
See the music?
It is beautiful, isn't it? Alright, let's move on. Next level. I think maybe I would enjoy Death Stranding more than Metal Gear Solid. Although I actually bought Metal Gear Solid. If I wanted to, I could just put it on right now. And play it for the first time. Would you look at that? But I think maybe I would enjoy Death Stranding. Because the storytelling seems a bit more abstract, a bit more to my taste. Something seems off about it, but I don't know what. Well, my impression from the first game, Death Stranding, even though I haven't played it, was that like it was super serious. And from what I've seen from the second game, it kind of seems like it's a bit more, not like comedic or anything like that, but it does seem a bit more like it's taking itself less seriously. But I also have no clue what the story is about in the second game. I think they might actually be going more into the abstract alley based on the like storytelling stuff I've seen. I do like Hideo Kojima though. He's like a super interesting guy, and I think as a whole, he seems like a very talented designer. It's just not the kind of like a game that I typically play. I do wonder if the Switch 3 will have RTX ray tracing. Maybe the Switch 5. I will get Switch 2 eventually, but I can wait. I got my Switch 1. How far? I actually got one, I think, 3 years after the release, and then I sold it because I was like, man, this thing has no video games. And I was like, and all of the video games I want are kind of expensive. So I played like Breath of the Wild for a bit, and Super Smash Bros, and then I was like, I guess that's all I really needed. Got that out of my system, and I sold it. But then years later, how long could that have been now? Like 3 years ago? No. Wait, past that. 4 years ago, I got the OLED Switch. And since then, I've been very much a Switch enjoyer. I've very much been a Switch fan. And now I'm like, man, I love Nintendo again. I think now, at the end of Switch, like, lifetime, it's such a good console compared to launch. Ooh, look at that. I actually also love winter levels in the games. It's like my two main things, water levels and like icy levels where you get to like glide around, slide around. Okay, okay, well no, it was cold. I thought it would be ice that I could walk on. Instead, you know, now Mario's dying. Steam Deck? I am curious to try out the Steam Deck. Because I feel as if, you know, if I like the Switch, then there is, you know, a big chance I would play I would enjoy the Steam Deck. But I feel like that's in the same vein of like, you know, I already have all of the games I want on Steam on PC. So I'm not really in a rush to get that either. It would be fun. Oh, God damn it. I completely missed out on that being there. Maybe next time. It's really good and has a good price. I can definitely see that. I think at some point I will get a Switch deck, purely out of curiosity. Because I've never even tried one. I don't know anyone who has one. I know plenty of people that have a Switch, but I guess people kind of feel the same way, if I had to guess, that like, I already have my Steam games on PC. And a lot of those games are games that I don't necessarily want to play on like a console. Whoa! Okay, big moth flew into my place. I'm fine. I'll survive. Oh, that is a good price. Look for the Yusu emulators. You can keep your Switch games, but don't tell. Ooh! I tried a Switch emulator a long time ago. Oh no, Nintendo, don't listen to this one. But I could never get it to work. I feel like I consistently have this problem with emulators. Which is that, like, they don't work very well whenever I try them. And I don't know if that's like a problem with my PC, or if that's just like a thing with emulators, because I feel like other people don't have that problem. So is my PC just like outdated and bad, or what's going on there? I love to play more games away from the computer. End up getting them on the Switch for that reason. Run like crud. Yeah, I can see that. I try to be a bit more careful about, like, does this game run well on Switch compared to PC, and like look that up, what people are saying. I can, you know, pick. And some games I have gotten on the Switch when I already had it on PC, because I'm like, man, it would be so... Ah, shit. How did I not see that coming? Because I was just like, oh, it would be cool to own this. And there are some games that previously I thought I only want this on PC. Where now I'm like, it would be really fun to play like Final Fantasy VII, like the original one on the Switch. Having that as an option would be fun. On the go. And it doesn't happen when I take my Switch outside of the house all that often. But when I do, I'm like, my god, this is the best thing ever. I love it. For emulators, N64 doesn't seem to play well, but most everything else seems to fine if you just... That's the thing. I don't get it. Actually, that wasn't that... Yeah, I remember now. I was trying to emulate an N64 game for Steam for the stream last time. And I could not get it to work, and I was so frustrated that I ended up... what was it that I played instead? Just in a GBA game, that was it. Oops. Are you gonna come over here? Hey! Oh, okay, I see how it is. So, I don't get what it is, and I tried so many things, and I tried to look up various things, like, what is going on? Why does it lag? Why is the audio... God damn it, why is the audio terrible? And I could not get it to work. But now I have a... now I have a capture card. That's good. But I got it for, not only for streaming, I got it also because I was like, you know what, there are some games that I want to talk about on my, like, second secret YouTube channel. What if I made, like, videos there about video games and reviews and stuff like that? So, now, I can do that, and I did do that. And I talked about Fire Emblem Engage and how I hate it. Right, I gotta do the same thing with this guy over here, of course. It's the obvious thing, right? There we go. And this, right? Senseless murder. It doesn't matter, they're not human. Uh-huh. Smiles. I did. Oh, man. Did I bribe you to review Boktai? I'm curious what that is. Let me look up that. I wouldn't do this normally, but I am curious what kind of game is called Boktai. Because that sounds like something from Thailand. And it sounds like something I would order, or like I would be like, oh, my friend is going to Boktai. The art style, it looks really interesting. I've never heard of this game before. The game looks... I'm digging the art style. I have no clue what kind of game this is based on this. On the screenshots. Alright. Bribe taken. Enter. Might be better to... Oh yeah, that is a good idea actually, if I could look up what speedrunners do. And if I... Actually, I wonder if now that I think about it, thinking about like what the problem could be, I wonder if it is a problem with like my SSD or something like that. I've gotten so much mileage on my Wii. I have mixed feelings about the Wii, but I am glad to hear that. Because early on, I loved the Wii, but then after that, it was like, I'm so tired of motion controls. And there's so many games that I want to try out on the Wii, but then I'm like, motion controls. And I feel the same way. I'm borrowing a 3DS from a friend. And going back to the 3DS games, I realized, like, wow, I forgot how, like, so many 3DS games and DS games just force you to use the stylus for gameplay. And I do not miss having to use the stylus. I am not a fan of the stylus. Why did I do that? Why did I think that would help? That I have so much nostalgia from the DS, and I'm playing the DS now, and I'm like, kinda wish this was on the Switch. Kinda wish there was like a remake where they just removed every little thing to do with the stylus, every kind of... It's so easy to forget. Because you might think, oh, it can't be that much, and then you're playing Pokemon, and it's like, use the stylus for this, and it's like, why? I could do this any other way. And if like, you want to look like up information about an attack, like what damage does this do? What does this attack do, etc. You have to use the stylus. There's no other way. You can't click a button to avoid that. Little bunnies. Like, the PlayStation 2 emulator has a plugin where you can use... What? Really? What the hell? I didn't know that. Are people doing that on, like, Twitch? That would, like, ease the emulation and all that, so wow. I didn't know. Can you do that with other things, like GameCube? I'm curious. And PS2 is one of those interesting consoles also, where it's like... I don't know which PS2 games I would like to play today, because there are games I would like to play. Shit! What the hell? Thought it would be easy. Oh, missed him. But so many PS2 games now are like remade or emulated. Well, not emulated, but they're so accessible. Like, well, this is more along the lines of, like, I was thinking of buying retro consoles, right? And I was like, oh, I kinda wanna buy, I don't know, a DS and a GameCube, all the Nintendo stuff. But then when it comes to PS2 and PS1, I'm like, well, if I wanted to play PS2 games or PS1 games, I don't need a PS1 or PS2 in order to do that. Like, so many of the games are just available. And there's something to be said for, like, wanting to play something on the original hardware, because I am very much pro that. But do I feel like that's necessary on the PS2 or PS1? Because that's, like, it's very standard controller kind of stuff. Oh my god, my favorite Swedish YouTuber. Hello, Totally Talkie. It's me. I'm here to disappoint you. This Matthias guy is not as smart as he sounded on YouTube. PS1, it's great? Okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. I did. What was it I played? I think the only game I've tried to emulate was Ape Escape, and I've only played Ape Escape 1. That is okay. That is actually some games that I would love to play on stream. 2 and 3. Ape Escape. I never played those games. Crazy, because I've also listened a lot to the Ape Escape 3 soundtrack, and I love that soundtrack. Man, now I'm itching for that. Oh my god! Swedish fish! Yeah! That was totally intentional. Oh my god, I knew it made sense somehow. Yep, that's me. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Yep, thought that one through. Need my focus. Christmas hat, Christmas hat. Why do they have Christmas hat? Okay, I saved my life. Come to me. Now, we are one. Oh, I can trick them. I get it. Oh, it requires 4. And we're back. God damn it. How have I not thought of Swedish fish once? In my entire... How long have I had this fish now? Like, more but 2 months, maybe? And not once did I think, Swedish fish. Get it? My god. No. You're a more clever person than I. I need you to just to design my next model, actually. I need your ideas. I need to become human. That is the end goal. I can't stay a fish. Why? Die. Not you. I was talking to them. Why? Because I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more variety. I like this fun fish design. It's fun, but I do feel like there's a lot of variety that just comes with being human that you can't do with a fish. Sure, you can do things with a fish as well. You can eat them, you can cook them, you can pet them. I wouldn't recommend that one. But at the end of the day, humans have more expressions. I can't move my neck. It's too stiff. What's the average lifespan of... Oh, that's a really good question. God, that's also a really good, clever idea. My model should be around for exactly as long as the lifespan of an average fish. That is such a clever... I hope it's not 5 years now. It's gotta be shorter than that, right? I need to look this up right now. Average lifespan of a fish. Fuck. 2 to 5 years? Oh man. I messed up. How long does a human... Can I do that? Oh, okay. Alright, good news. A human does outlive a fish. We got that one right. Alright, I was going through my comments because I realized, oh my god, I thought I was reading every single comment, and I realized, wait, this is the thing that streamers do, and I'm doing it. Where am I going? No, I died! The moon was right there! That's also a thing that streamers do. Okay, I can still grab it. Okay, good. Because I was reading that comment, Space and Cadet, and I'm like, okay, well, so you had 2 pets named Space and Cadet. First off, I'm assuming your parents named them that, and that's awesome. I like that. And I think that's forgivable if you were like a kid and you didn't recognize that. You were just like, these are names. This is how names work. Man, those are really good names. Every now and then you watch a streamer and you're like, this moron streamer, how can he not read every comment? Then you become the streamer and you're like, oh my god, I did not read every comment. Now I understand. Yeah, I am, to be fair, there is like some video gaming going on in between it. Only one I forgot which one I have it. Oh, they block the way. Okay, well that's easy then. I really don't fit in being a pirate. Can I change that? Can I go back? Actually, no, I did look at the outfit before and I didn't like it. Pirate it is. I can do this. I did cadet the... Hey. So you did it. You named your pets cadet in space. I don't... Yeah, I guess you're to blame. Smiles. Whoa! Okay, okay. Wait, no, I want... Apparently I want them to do that. What the hell? Whoa! Did it. I'm a genius. Wow, Matthias is actually really good at this game. Oh, thank you. Would anyone... How far can I go? I should not have said it. I should have just gone with it. Just pretending people are complimenting me. Oh, thank you, thank you. Matthias. Wow, Matthias, you can tell he's a true Mario fan. Ah, you didn't have to say Not a compliment, maybe that could be actually, now that I think about it, I think most people would say that. You can tell this guy is a real Mario fan. And they would not mean it as a compliment. You know there is only one pirate in history. Hold on, there's more to that sentence. Ooh, I did it. Okay, I will do this, then I will read. I can read. I will show it to them. Did you know there is only one pirate in history of the bird treasure, and only did so as insurance? I didn't know that. It does make sense. It does feel like, I don't know, one thing that gets spread around and you're like, holy shit, he did that? That sounds amazing. See, this is a weird level design compared to the previous one, right? You just go through different doorways and do the things. I'm actually coming around to this game now, where I'm like, before I was like, I'm not sure about the level design of this game, but like, the level designs are really varied. And I think that's a good thing. You don't really know what to expect. I'm a huge Mario fan and I play Galaxy over and over. Actually, I'm from wherever I play. I want to read more Mario. Actually, I'm from whenever I play any other Mario game, since I'm used to the flow to your physics 3D Mario. Yeah, I can see that. And nobody had Treasure Max because that's the equivalent of writing your password on a sticky note. Yeah, I could imagine that. It would probably be a lot easier to just be like, I know where I did the thing. I kind of got an idea. And back then, there wasn't a whole lot of, you know, I don't know, renovation going on that would fundamentally change the structure of an island. Probably got a good idea of where to bury it and where to find it again. So I was thinking about this recently, not because I'm a huge Sonic fan or anything. Oh, this just goes back here, okay. Makes sense. But do I prefer Mario or Sonic? And I have argued I actually prefer Sonic as a whole, even though Mario obviously has the better games. Because Sonic just has a better universe. Like, would you rather live in the Mario verse or the Sonic verse? My answer would have been Sonic. It's more interesting, there's more lore, there's more going on, and Mario's just kind of whatever. Not that Mario, you know, the designs are very cool, but you wouldn't be like, oh, I want to know more about this guy right here. Old man grandpa seal with sunglasses. But in Sonic, that guy would have a voice actor, he would have a whole story, he would have like a special plot involving Bowser. Or, you know, Robotnik in that case. But now I'm kind of rethinking that. Because I'm like, you know what, maybe Sonic is only epic in comparison to Mario. And actually, maybe I just preferred Mario because he has good games. And that's it. There are Sonic games I like. But I wouldn't say, oh, you can, oh, wow. Oh, wow. But not here, though. There are Sonic games I like. But just arguably, Mario has some better games. And I feel like that's a, you know, good reason to enjoy more of Sonic. Give me all the chow. That's also a good thing. There's no equivalent to, I guess, Toad. It's like equivalent to chow in the Mario verse. And do not give me a Toad. York Factory. The pirate accent is actually a British West Country accent from coastal town. Popular with commercial sailors. Yeah, that makes sense. I always had the assumption that the accent came from like people in poverty in the British Empire or like British islands, and that would make sense. Maybe there's even more to that. Alright. Maybe I'm missing out on something here, or is this it? I could do that. I did it. I'm not sure I like this level all that much. I'm talking about how much I prefer Mario. It's been very straightforward, hasn't it? Oh, I missed out on something, didn't I? I did not read what anyone had to say. Okay, a racer. That's me. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yoshi would be the closest, maybe. Potentially. Arguably. Yoshi. Big fan. I think it's hard to slow down Yoshi. Oh man. Takes me back. Can I do that? Can I pull that up right now? Give me 1 second.
Yeah, hookah, ha ha, ho, wow, wow, he, wow, he, ho, how, he, ho.
This is your chow?
Wow.
This is your chow equivalent? You like this?
Yay. Yeah, 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 hoo-ha, hoo-ha, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Can't argue with that. York Fact 4. Pirates were actually democratically organized. The captain was often the equivalent of a jester, but also a commander during wartime. Quartermaster was the true commander and managed things such as accounting to logistics. Above all else was the common council, which consisted of all crew members, and all had fair say. Well, that sounds good. I like that. Pirates are cool. This is a pirate. Alright. Where is the guy? Oh, this is it. Oh. This is the racer guy. I completely missed out on this. Oh, I get it now. I see. This is clever. You know what? I was just arguing how I did not like this level, but look at this. My god. Sonic would never. Let me in. Okay, can I not go in? Okay, I assumed this is the thing. That is what I wanted to do anyway. Wait, what? Okay, I messed it up. Never mind. Shoot. Anyway. No, I'm not blaming the level for that one. That's my mistake. I guess you were not supposed to do that. I was supposed to talk to the old man, obviously. Oh, he's down there now. Wait, no, it was always down there. Hey, excuse me. Right. Obviously. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. If Sonic would do this, but how he would go here? He would call... Oh, this is for training. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I don't think I will win this in one go. Oh. See. Maybe I can. I get it. Oh shit. I'll do it. Yeah, pirates are cool. I don't think I could ever be a pirate VTuber. Maybe one day, maybe I'll get super into it. Who knows, who can say. But I do like marine life. I like ocean creatures. I don't like eating them, but I just like the aesthetics, and I like them for who they are, and I like them for what they eat, even though I don't eat them. I did it. I'm a genius. Wow, Matthias is actually very talented at this game. Wow, thank you! He's really coming around. He is a Mario enjoyer. I can see now what he says about Sonic. I'm glad you understand, fellow commenter, chatter, enjoyer. Shoot. Oh, there's enough. I thought I was the final one. Whoa. No, 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 no. I was doing so good. I was doing so good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I did it. Best. Oh, best compared to my own scores. New record? Yeah, yeah, that's me. A silly dumb question, but you still eat sushi. I do. But it's a sad story. My favorite sushi place closed down. And, well, they kinda did. They changed location and owners and, like, locale and name, and they've transformed. You know, it's the ship of... What's that thing called? The ship that's changing? Ship of Theseus? Yeah? And that place has just changed so much over time that it's not the same sushi anymore. And now I'm like, oh man, it's just a regular, overexpensive, like, sushi place now. I've been eating less sushi. Theseus. Ship of Theseus. I'm assuming. There we go. Is that the end of the level? Interesting. As a whole, good level. I liked it. It was definitely different, but... Oh man. Let me tell you about the most amazing sushi place I ever went to. And Wahoo! Wahoo! Let me talk about sushi. There was a sushi place in my city where you could get sushi for like... It was 5 pieces. Okay, that sounds very little. Like, oh, that does not sound worth it. But they were 5 big pieces. So you might as well be eating like 10 pieces for the price of 5. Because they were very generous. How generous? Well, they gave free curry with every meal. So you could order sushi cheaply, 5 pieces, actually the size of 10 pieces, and then get a side of curry next to that. It was insane. And I would go there so frequently and just get my sushi, the cheap, excellent, good sushi, super big pieces, and then with curry on the side. Absolutely insane. I would go there so often. And every time I would start to think, like, this is so good that just, it won't last forever. And I need to embrace, like, every moment that I'm here. And I did. And even, I made sure that I enjoyed every single moment. And then, even today, now that it's all gone, I still look back at that and I'm like, I still feel that enjoyment. I felt it over and over again. I can still resonate with all of that. It was so good. It was I've never heard of a sushi place that has done that before. Where you get free sushi with the meal. Insane. I have no clue what to do here. Okay, I thought it was water. No, it is water. I thought... Damn it. I messed up. I'm getting crushed. I don't have my hat. Oh, wait. I think I... Do I get it? Oh, it's water. I thought I was supposed to climb. Yeah, I see that. But man... I still think back to that sushi place even today. Like, I can feel it. I can feel the atmosphere. I took in every second. Over and over again for years. I talk about it like an old man. Oh, god damn it! I forgot about the freezing. Absolute insanity. But man, was it good. Oh yeah, but yeah, I like sushi. It's basically like the only seafood I enjoy is sushi. And I think part of that is just like, it's so bite-sized and small that I can sort of enjoy the flavor in a more minor, appreciated way. Whereas otherwise with one big seafood meal, you kind of have to like sit with that for a while. But I don't know. I think there's also a lot of other things going into it. The seaweed. Seaweed? Rice. I mean, there's probably plenty of seafood dishes with rice, but I guess I don't see that very often. Surely that exists in Japan, and you know, but it's just I've never been too interested in seafood. I wouldn't really know. That is actually one of my fears about going to Japan, and so far it has never happened. That someone is like, here, seafood on the house. Actually, it has happened when I think about it, and I hated it. So, oh man. Well, my fear, I guess it can continue to exist as a fear. My fear is that someone will be friendly towards me and be like, I like you so much. Here, enjoy this. Oh, I should be doing this. God damn it. Here's some seafood free on the house. And I have to like fake enjoyment of it. That's my fear. But it has happened before. Kind of, but not really. Just like I went to a restaurant and I got the wrong order. And I was like I was trying to explain to her, this is not what I ordered. And she was like, in retrospect, I was doing the wrong thing by trying to be polite. and being like, haha, this is not what I ordered. Could I get what I wanted instead? And she was like, no, I'm giving you this instead because that would be better for you. Or like, I like you, so here, have like a full, like, meal. I just wanted like ramen, and she gave me like a whole, like, prepared thing. Full fish, like different sauces and things. And it was just for the price of ramen. And I was trying to be polite and be like, oh, thanks. And I could not finish it. Eventually I could not pretend to be like nice. I just had to be like, pretend to be like, oh, I gotta go, yo, I'm leaving this out. I'm gonna have to, I feel like I have to prepare to read this pirate fact. I did have to pay for it. I at the time, I was like, oh, she's being nice. Looking back at it now, I'm kind of thinking maybe someone ordered this, and they did not come and pick up her meal, so she just gave it to me, and she was like, you have this, and she was trying to pass it off as being like a nice and friendly gesture, and I'm like, oh no, a friendly gesture. I can't be rude. Now, I would be like, give me my fucking meal, man. I paid for ramen and I'm not getting it. I'm getting weird fish sticks and weird fish sauce. Yarg fact. Number 6. Pirates were never forcefully turned into pirates. Instead, when a pirate invasion occurred on a ship, the boarding party leader would ask the crew who would like to join the pirate crew, and if they would like to mutiny, the captain. If needed, the crew member would also be fake forced onto the crew member in order to explain their innocence if they ever get recaptured by their home country. I'm learning a lot about pirates. That's actually super interesting that I never knew. You could just join a pirate like that? It's awesome. Hey, wanna be friends? Yeah. Sure, mutiny, whatever. Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm gonna mess this up, am I not? Oh, man. Man, that's so good. I mean, that's a really good strategy for recruiting pirates, you have to agree, right? Oh, there was a secret heart. Excellent. Mario is so good, guys. Sometimes, Mario, you're too kind. Thank you, Mario. Let's see. I wanted to go up this time. Please don't crush me to death. Right, this. Oh, I hate these ones. I've done this before and I messed it up. Okay, wasn't that difficult this time around. I feel like is that a common thing for that era? Or is that super rare? I feel like I've heard this, maybe this is completely wrong, but I feel like I've heard this before either as a theory or as like a thing about the Middle Ages, where it was like, medieval battles did not occur as often as one might think. Where a lot of the time the battles or wars or whatever are very exaggerated. And people will be like, thousands of men died, and we were because like they wanted to play up the story. Or in the case of like Vikings and stuff like that, people really want to play out, oh, they were giants and they were huge and they were so many because they were like, they need a good explanation for why they lost. But I've also heard that like in the Middle Ages, stuff like castle sieges and stuff like that, often a siege of a castle would not like result in a huge fight, but it would be like one big army shows up and they're like, we're taking over the castle, do you want to fight or not? And the guys in the castle are like, ooh, we don't want to fight, so they just leave. And then they come back with an even bigger army, and they're like, hey, we're back with a bigger army, do you want to fight? And then the occupiers are like, no, we don't want to fight, you have a bigger army. And we're basically, that was like, most siege battles in the Middle Ages were just like, intimidation was the real fight, as opposed to like, actual fighting. If a crew... York Fact 7. Pirate crews, before setting sails, often created a contract called Article of Agreement, to which planned payment, punishments, and other needed information. The crew member was found convicting a crime against the Articles of Agreement. The Common Council would act as both the jury and the judge. Huh. Alright. Makes sense. That's cool. There's a lot of laws and rules to being a pirate, I'm learning. I guess I would expect it to be more, I don't know, not written agreements, more just like, we have a general understanding of this is how we do things around here. Are you in or are you out? And you're just like, yeah, sure, sounds good. I think that probably helps, right? If you're someone who's been captured by pirates and they're like, hey, do you want to join us? Then you can't trust that and be like, oh, well, they're saying, you know, they have a general agreement on this, and that's good. Like, you kind of want something written in paper so you can be like, okay, my captors are saying, do you want to join us? And they also have, like, this written out thing. So it kind of seems like we're not just like brutes, but we're sensible guys. Just like me. As a whole, I will say, I can't blame input lag. I haven't really felt... Actually, I've had input lag once, and I restarted the game capture thing. And then it was gone. And that's my experience with it. So I can't blame it. I'm not feeling it now. I can only blame my lack of Mario understanding. I probably don't need to grab every flower as native thing. Ah, shit! Maybe I do. Whoa. Oh no, I'm not surviving this one. How are pirates this, like, agreeable? So you could have a whole... This could be a good comedy sketch. Where it's like, you have pirates fighting, and one pirate is like, nah, that's against the rules. And the other pirate is like, well, we don't need to bring out the rule book. And then another pirate comes in and he's like, I don't know, Steven. Would Blackbeard go against the rules? I don't think so. And then he brings out the rule book. And he's right, it says right here, can't do that. We don't have to follow every single rule. And then all the pirates go like, ooh. And we're like, what? Really? You want to bring that up to the captain? And the captain is standing behind him. He's like, what did you say about rules? Don't you know, as pirates, one of our most integral things is holding up the rules? And he's holding up a piece of paper that says, rule number 1, follow the rules. I'm enjoying this bit. But I don't know where to go next with this comedy sketch. They can't kill him for that. And one pirate is like, yeah, let's put him on the deck. Let's make him walk a plank. And then another pirate is like, no, that's against the rules. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Is that a new one? Nope, it's like one of our oldest ones. We don't put people on the plank for disagreeing with the rules. Bring it to the Common Council. the Common Council. It's just those guys who are already arguing with each other. Okay, well, what do we agree with as a punishment? We think it's a fair assessment to question the rules, and but we do not judge this as a mutiny against the captain. But we do feel like he needs to write an essay on what he did wrong. And then he has to sit there. The pirates are out invading a small village, a small town, and he's sitting alone on the ship writing his essay. Here is why it was wrong. Disagree with the captain. It's important to have rules. Then after the invasion, they come back and we're like, Steven, did you finish right? Yeah, I did. Guys, I'm sorry. I will be more thoughtful next time. And he's holding the head of another person. He's like, yeah, you're right. That's not how we do things around here, alright? Then he throws the head overboard. We need to be a bit more sensible, alright? That's not... Otherwise, this whole pirate thing will just crash right down. Then they're all drinking rum. And they're all drunk. I don't know how to end the sketch. They're all drinking, they're getting drunk. Ah, man. That's it. Can we end? No, we can't end the sketch right there. We can't end it with that. That can't be the punchline. Haha, alcohol. Okay. Maybe one pirate is like, now let's get drunk. Let's drink some rum. And they're like, yeah. And then they're all just sitting there after the invasion of a town. And they're just sipping a bit and they're doing their taxes of like, okay, we're spreading what we earned equally. So, you know, my assessment is as currently follows. Steven gets, even though he did not participate, he does... that is where we end the sketch. It's just more like, you know, bureaucracy. The end. I think that's pretty good. Don't blow me. Why did I do that? I just want to leave. Wait, can I leave? I can't leave. I can leave. I think Vikings had a lot of rules like that, right? So maybe it's just like innate in humans. I'm sure Mongols probably also had like their own rules to like conquest and, I don't know, taking over land. I wanna, okay, look, I really wanna go to this. I know there's a samurai kingdom and I really wanna go there. But man, I wish I could just go there right now. Yes, let's leave. I want to go there. Let's finish this. Oh, okay, I clicked the wrong button. These Vikings had their own rules, right? I guess they're like very similar to pirates. Same for Mongols, and the same for probably every people. Humans love like bureaucracy and rule. You can't even be like a truly barbaric people without bringing in the rules of what barbarism clearly is. This is what we do, right? We do take their belongings. We do not cut off their heads. Unless, then you make the exceptions of like, well, it is a Saturday. It's allowed on Saturdays. Alright. This is a weird platformer though. Because now I'm here. And it's just, is it lunch? That's the theme? It's food. Nothing too crazy. Alright. Fair enough. But it just seems like we've seen so many like fantastical worlds and all that, like Mexico land, Iceland, Iceland is a real place, so is Mexico. But, you know, we've seen it inspired by world places. And then here we are in Lunchtown. Alright, finding tomatoes. And I hate grilled hot tomatoes. They are the worst. You just burn your tongue on them. Lava Land? True, true. Do not cook with tomatoes. Or, I guess you can. I mean, I do like pizza and whatnot. You gotta use a tomato to make a sauce sometimes. But be careful with tomatoes. Don't just put a tomato in your cooking and expect a hot tomato to go well. I almost always hate tomatoes that are like that. And especially when they can't control the temperature. You will burn yourself. You will blame yourself when you should be blaming the tomato. Damn it. Right, I know what to do here. I think. Because I've seen her before. She wants men, and she wants a lot of them. So I have to, they are there. They are there. Like this. Rape gets points for realism. I mean, we were just in, like, New York City not too long ago. And now we're here. And it is true to the fact that you will burn yourself on tomatoes when they're hot. I guess realism goes a long way. Yeah, told you. Have you ever fallen in love in 4 men standing on each other? How embarrassing. Probably leave them behind, but I don't have to do that. Wait, how do I... Or do I? Oh no. Oh, maybe I messed up already. I almost died. I think maybe I'm supposed to control and be like that thing, right? Fuck, I missed it. I'll just kill them. Right. Yeah, tomato soup is good. That's about it. I will say I've enjoyed my fair share of tomato soup. Cold tomato soup is the worst, bro. So that's the exception, I guess. I hate tomatoes, but if I put a can of them in beef stew... Sorry, I have to read... Sorry, I know you're doing your whole boss intro, but I do need to read this one. Then add half a teaspoon of baking soda. Oh! Interesting, okay. I need to make a mental note of that. I am willing to try that out. Right. It's as simple as that. No, that doesn't seem to be it. What the hell do I do? Wait, what? Oh, I'm not supposed to do it from the back, okay. But be careful with it so it doesn't bubble over and it's gonna smell like fish. It is. Oh man, it smells like fish. That's the worst. Wait, what do I do? Is it maybe as he's doing it? Oh. I'm supposed to jump on him when he does that. Probably, yes. Fuck. Okay, I'm from the start, it was literally just jump on him. Why did I not consider that for 1 second? Why was I so occupied with the one thing that obviously did not work? Right, it's you get close to him and then you jump on him. Like this. It was so easy. I really overthought it. Shit. Okay, I will. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to hit him. Maybe not. Maybe? There we go. I did it. Yeah, I can see it. It's probably just a chemical reaction. Have you guys ever had ramen and it tastes like fish? Because I have never had that. And well, no, the problem is I have had that. Once. At a ramen place in my city. I ordered a chicken ramen with pork. And I taste it. And it tastes like fish. And I'm so confused, like, why does, did I order the wrong thing? So I'm going over the menu, and there is no fish ramen. There's no, I'm looking at all of the items. What could it possibly be that's giving off this taste? Giving off a fish taste. And I'm like, I can't find a single thing on the menu, and nothing in the possible ingredients that's a fish or fish adjacent, and I'm like, I feel I'm going crazy. Why does it taste like fish? And I obviously look really upset, and I'm kind of considering like, should I just leave? Like, I just paid and ordered for a whole ramen, and it tastes like fish, and I don't like it. It does not taste good. So obviously one of the employees there is like, this guy is not enjoying his meal, and he comes over and he's like, what's your problem? And I'm like, it tastes like fish. And he's like, yeah, we use fish, like, fish, what's it called? Our main broth is all fish. And I'm so confused by that, like, how do you not, for one, how do you not put that on the menu, or as any of the ingredients of the ramen? And it's so overpowering that all I can taste is with fish. So I'm like, oh, and he's like, oh, but this is normal. All the ramen is like that. And all I can think is like, I've never had a ramen that is like that. I'm sure it might be that he's right. It might be that he's like correct. But I've never had a ramen that just tastes completely like fish. I had it recently. It came with those. Yeah. And what was I gonna say? He did like, he was like, okay, you know what, let me give you like a different ramen. So he did make up for it, and he gave me like a beef ramen kind of thing. And he was like, oh, I hope this tastes less like fish. And it did. I could still taste with fish. But, it was better. It was enough that I could avoid it. And then he came back, and he gave me like 3 chicken wings, because I think he was like worried that I would be upset and not come back. So he was like, here's some free chicken wings, and I was like, oh, that's like too much, like you're too kind, thank you very much. And they were the spiciest chicken wings that I've ever had in my life. And I had to fake my appreciation as I was gulping down these chicken wings I was giving in as a like free thing as a kind gesture and be like, oh boy, huh, they're a bit spicy. God. I don't think it was a bonito. I think it was just a pure fish broth. Just pure fish. And I've just never had that before, and he insisted, no, this is how every ramen is. I'm just, all I can think is, this is the only place I've had this. Surely, you must have done something wrong, or overcompensated, or, I don't know. Maybe it's completely possible as well. We're trying to force you out with the spicy free chicken. No, I think he seemed very worried of like, oh, we're like ruining a possible future, guest, possible future money spender. I think their #1 priority is like making sure people come back, if anything. And I never came back. Actually, I think I remember that. That was like the final thing he said to me, like, oh, I hope you're willing to come back. Despite that. I know it said like, oh yeah, sure, I'll come back for the beef ramen. Never came back. I was too worried that I would get something fish tasting again. Yarg fact number 9. Pirates often consist of commercial sailors, privateering sailors. Legalized contracted piracy by governments, but could also include fishermen, woodworkers, carpenters, and doctors. That makes sense. I guess it's kind of like, okay, well, I do want to win. It's all a gamble. Oof, this is gonna be tough. Ah, damn it. Damn it, I messed it up. Oh yeah, Vikings were just like a general term originally, right? Like anyone living by the coast could be a Viking. It wasn't necessarily to do with raiding originally or something like that. I could be wrong about that. Damn it, I messed it up. But I can see that, you know, the term that is generalized becomes more specific over time. Besides the ramen I had in Japan and elsewhere, I've kept a log of all microwave ramen I've been having recently. My favorite has been Nissin Rao series. Really, really good. Have I had that one? Nissin Rao. No, I'm not familiar with this one. It looks good. We have a little authentic izakaya restaurant nearby, and they probably have the best ramen I've had. Willing to sit there with a broken AC to enjoy that stuff. That's nice. I will say, I honestly think my city does not have good ramen. Ooh, could we do it? Shit. Ah, messed up. I do enjoy ramen, but I feel like I would have more ramen given the choice, given the opportunity. But I also feel like I don't think my city has like any specific spot that's like, oh, you gotta have a ramen here, because people have asked me before, like, where would you recommend to go for ramen? And every time I've just been like, I don't know. Even though I've had my fair share of ramen in the city, I'm like, I don't know if I can genuinely recommend any place, like what is worth spending money on. Oh, of the light. Alright. But do I get a moon? No, I only get the coins, right? Ah, damn it. Right, so I thought anything could be the moon. But it's gotta be the moon. And I find that a bit, like, I don't know. It's really good in terms of, like, my city is really good with the availability of, like, Asian food. For some reason, my city has like a very big Asian population. Ah, damn it! Fuck! Who do a lot of like restaurant type stuff. Damn it. So we've had that checked in. Specifically with Asian food, it's been like pretty killer, but even then I'm kind of like, it's kind of far and in between like what is like a genuinely good spot. Maybe I'll give up on this after this one. Okay, I did not mean to get that one, but that works too. Oh, can I? Ooh. I did it. Congratulate me, man. No, I don't want to play more. I got what I wanted. Microwave ramen. To be honest, I don't think I've heard of microwave ramen before. Like, it's always stuff that you heat up with water. Or like, how do you do microwave ramen? Does it have to be a microwave? Hello, guy. Okay. Microwave ramen. I mean, I eat Nissan ramen, so I think it's probably good. But it must be prepared different. It must be done differently from regular, like, cheap ramen, right? Put water in the cup and microwave for a specific time. Okay, so it's not too different. I'm like, just heated up water. Alright. I guess it probably won't be too different. What? No, my controller got stuck. I couldn't swing it any other way. So I didn't really mention it, but I do really want the painter outfit that you can buy there. I really need to get it. We'll get it eventually. What are you doing here, man? I like the character. Thank you. Welcome, Rosie. Character. The fish or Mario? Look at me. Wait a second, hold on. I just noticed something I've never noticed about Mario in this game. Thank you. Oh, the fish. Okay, thank you. But I did... Doesn't Mario normally have a black mustache? Isn't that like his trademark thing? Brown hair and black mustache? But now he has a slightly darker shade of brown instead of black. What the hell? How did I not notice that until now? Why is he always doing that pose? Mario's just always overheated. This lever is way too much, man. Oh yeah, of course. It started doing the pointing an arrow thing at the thing, literally, because it was taking so long. Like, oh boy. This kid is not figuring it out. Hey game, I'm not a kid. I got it. You didn't have to point it out. Alright. Yeah. Nice, nice. The controls in this game is really good, though. I can't blame it on that. It definitely is different from the other Mario games, someone said. More floating stuff. I can see that, for sure. It doesn't have quite the same floats to it. Oh no, did I mess up? Did I mess up? How do I get up there now? Okay, I could just be Mario again, sure. Okay, yeah, it actually worked out perfectly fine. Man, why did I change my mustache? This is like the Sonic Blue Arms in this incident. Mario's mustache is not brown. Is this only the pirate? Can I do this? No. Here we go. It's the guys. Ow. I just wanted to be you. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. No! Oh, I'm not playing with that controller, man. You're showing me the wrong controls. But I can actually do that with my controls. How about that? So I'm supposed to do that over there. Okay, I get it. And I can't do that here. This is the best Mario game. I do feel like it... Would I classify this as the best Mario game? I think I maybe would. Of course, I think I have a lot of nostalgia attached to 64. And I didn't really play Galaxy or what's the other one, Sunshine, enough to give it a proper, like, assessment. But is this better than 64? I think so, yeah. I think I have to look past the nostalgia and be like, you know what? This is a really fun game. Because I guess if I had to compare the two, not to take in, into consideration that they were made in different times, and there's so much variety in this game. I mean, I've said it before, the level design is all over the place, but as a whole, it's just a really good game. There's so much to it, and Mario 64 is kind of like... There's a lot of variety in that as well, of course, but not to this extreme. Am I missing a moon here? Oh. I'm missing something. No, don't kill me. Wait, am I missing this one? Okay, I don't have to shake my controller. Am I gonna die? It wasn't there. It's gotta be... I don't know. Here. What am I getting? Is this like cheese? Okay. Looks like cheese. Might be biased, but I've never played any other Mario games other than Kart. Yeah, I think even so, you can probably make a general judgment based on what you've seen and whether you would enjoy it or not. And I think it would be fair to say, either way, this is like the best one. Okay, I'm done with you. Okay, I can't leave. Never mind, I'm not done with you. Wait, where's the last one? What did I miss out on? Oh, there's something up there. Did I mess up? Maybe I messed up. Maybe I was supposed to jump up on something there. Am I hard to hear over the game? Oh shit. Maybe I'll turn it down a bit. Pirates were often paid in dividends based on how much treasure or booty they received by the end of their voyage. Officers, such as the captain and quartermaster, received half the treasure to split between each other. Specialists, like doctors and carpenters, received a quarter of the treasure, and the rest of the crew received an eighth. The dividends varied based on the articles of agreement. See, pirates were just all about agreements. Are you sure they weren't just Germans? They're just like, yes, bureaucracy, but at sea. Alright, alright. What? Is it real? No, it must be that I'm missing something over here. But I don't think I can... Oh, wait. I can... I could jump that high this whole time. But I think I maybe messed this one up. Because this can't be it, right? What could it be? Only one way to find out. I'm so close to dying. I'm probably going to die. Could it really be in the floor? No. I have no choice. Damn it, it's definitely not. I feel like I have to leave and start over if I can. Yeah. That was a tough one. Would it be possible to carve my way into heading up here? There we go. But is it worth it to... I am still missing a moon, like a... I don't know what to call it, like one of the paper moons or whatever. I'm missing something. So where do I find that? What the hell? Oh, nope, never mind, I messed up. Wait, can I do it with my hat instead? No, I cannot. Okay, he's back, never mind. Not a big deal. But where do I find it then? Oops. Can I find the heart? Nope. I am willing to be back soon if anyone knows. No, it's probably too difficult to know exactly which moon it would be or wherever. Oh, it's right there. It was under the floor. My god. That was unexpected. Oh, I almost jumped into the water right there. Lava Land. The true ongoing theme. Can I leave? Right here? Nope. What the hell? Oh yeah, there was only like a paper moon there. I'm calling them paper moons for now. Let's see. How do you like it? How do you like it? How do you like it? Gotcha. This is too much. Oh. Oops. Alright, alright, alright. I think I figured it out. Cheese. Swiss cheese. I don't know if it's Swiss, but I think automatically Swiss cheese when I see big holes in cheese. I don't even know if I've had Swiss cheese. I've never had Swiss cheese now that I think about it. Not even any cheese from Switzerland, I think. Even as a cheese fan, feel like I've kind of made up my mind that the Dutch make the best cheese. And that's about it. Although I have been eating like a lot of Swedish cheese lately. But that's also just an accessibility issue. It's very easy to find good Swedish cheese in Sweden. Like we have a really good cheddar by one brand. And I'll just snack on it. Okay, that's the thing. Oh, I probably can't do it as in. I never thought I'd be the cheese snack eater, but now it's my favorite snack. But it's just, I can't eat it all the time. It's too much. But cheddar as a snack is just so good. You can have cracker, cheddar, pieces of cheddar. You could have a bit of like ginger marmalade is what I have. Sometimes by the side. Dip it in, put it on the cracker. Good stuff. I feel like I've had enough. I don't know. I went to a cheese and wine tasting night with my friends, by which I mean we all just met at our friend's place and we all brought different wines and cheese and we tried it all. And I think I've had enough. God damn it! I completely forgot about that thing immediately. I think I've had enough blue cheese at this point to say I'm not a fan. How long can the fire thing stay out of fire? Okay, immediately it was gone. See, makes sense. I think I've had enough blue cheese at this point to say I'm not a fan. And I have defended. Why did I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to immediately head in. I could have used my hat. I have been a blue cheese defender, and I have said, oh yeah, I should just use this thing. Oh, well, I don't need it now, but I could have. I have been a blue cheese defender because I still feel this way, right? Like, blue cheese is often misunderstood as something you should treat. Oh, Gouda is really, or Hood, I don't know how to properly pronounce it, but that's one of my favorites. Probably one of my favorites before I had proper good cheddar. It was Gouda. And oh yeah, blue cheese. So I think people misjudge it by treating it as like any chunk of cheese and eating it in the same quantity you would eat any other cheese. And you can do things with blue cheese. I mean, I'm actually only thinking of one thing, which is blue cheese burger. I've had that and I thought it was good. But you could probably do a lot with blue cheese, right? That's not just that. You could probably put blue cheese on a lot of things. Actually, what I did last time was I had a cracker with a kind of it was chorizo and different kinds of like sausage pieces and ham, and I would blend in blue cheese there, and I thought that was also like very good. Yeah, I could, but last time I had blue cheese. What the hell? I'm back in this place. Sorry, remind me later of blue cheese. I just want to explore this for a bit. No, let's, Yoshi's house. Looks a lot like Mario 64, what the hell? Damn, Yoshi, you live like this? You call this a house? There's not even walls or a roof, it's the ground and a cooking station. Anyway, where's Yoshi? Hello, sorry, I'm not at home, but I've gone to Peach's castle. Who puts up a sign like this to say they're not at home? You're damaging your property, Yoshi. Someone needs to teach Yoshi about property value. I can't do that, but someone's gotta do it. Damn, that is so close to a Mario 64 castle. It's really, really good. I need to be there. Okay, it's not quite the same. But it's similar. There's toads hanging around. And I feel like a creep spying on them. Oh, toads. I should not play into that character on second thought. Anyway, blue cheese. I feel like last time that was actually the exact same problem I had. I've been a defender of the moldy cheese, and now I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't need a blue cheeseburger. Maybe I would actually enjoy these crackers with ham and sausage. With literally any other cheese, like actually even more. If I just had like cheddar instead, it would be more enjoyable. So now I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was always bad. And I was just trying to find some way to look at it. Alright. Okay, I'm into it. I like that the outfit still changes. Like, I am a pirate now. Even now. Damn, this is really difficult to predict where it's throwing all that. Okay, I think okay, I could do that. There we go. Whew. Oh yeah, another thing that confused me a bit about cheddar cheese is that, like, I always associated cheddar with England to a point where I assumed it had... oh, they don't damage me, I just kind of assumed they did. I always assumed it had to be made in England, like those, like, French cheeses. Damn it. Like, Brie has to come from, like, a province in France called Brie, or something like that. And you can find really good Swedish cheddar that's just called cheddar. But I always had the assumption, oh, it's gotta be from England, there's no other choice. Why did I not think that through? What, is it only the French who do that? The rules only apply to us? Damn it. How did I get... oh yeah, I got killed last time by that. That said, I don't even know if I've had any, like, pure English cheddar at this point. I've only had, like, the Swedish varieties. Maybe I'm missing out, even now, as a cheddar fan. Right, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I did everything here. I'm assuming. Wait, how did cheese even come up? I think I was destroying cheese blocks, or something like that. Can't yeah, I think that was it. I don't know. Ours, like, yeah, I've never had American cheese. I don't think I can properly judge it as, like, imitation food, but every now and then I will see an American cheese and just be like, man, I don't know, that does not look right. Oh boy, I'm not good at these. Whew. Doesn't look too complicated, I guess. Whoa, no, wait, I forgot they were connected. Yeah, so I remember having a distinct memory as a young teenager, being like, I get my opinion as a young teenager on cheese was just like, I actually don't get why I put cheese on things, because I thought cheese doesn't taste like anything. Why do why do I put cheese on, like, my burger when I put it on there? And it doesn't taste like anything. Cheese does not taste like anything. And it took me a long time to realize, oh, my parents just buy bland and boring cheese. How do I get... but I don't have a hat. Wait, what? I'm missing out on something here. Maybe I'll come back to it later. So I feel like based on that, I can kind of imagine what an American cheese would taste like. Oh, what? I can do that? And now as an adult, I am definitely like, yeah, I'm also discovering... Yeah, that's another thing, like... I feel like I've never had anything against vegetables, but I do have like a distaste for certain preparations of the vegetables because of that, how they were prepared. But I would also really like to try to get seriously into seafood, because I think maybe it is the case that like I would like seafood. It's just that my parents have always prepared seafood in a specific way. And maybe that is why I just like seafood. It's like, oh, if I just had like a seriously cooked like seafood dish, I would actually learn to love it. But whenever it comes to that chance of like time to order that seafood dish, all I can imagine is me sitting there trying to eat a meal that I'm hating, and I'm going like, oh, bon appetit. Tofu, I used to despise it because it was never cooked right, but growing up, I found it can be a great addition to a meal. I feel like I've never had like an aversion to tofu, but I also never grew up eating tofu. My only my only exposure to tofu has been for like restaurants. So maybe that is why I've never had any issue with it. Where I've never been like, oh, ew, tofu. My parents just never made it. They're too boring and Swedish. Damn it. I'd suggest going to coastal town. Yeah. Maybe. I feel like at some point I do need to do it. Just go to like a seafood restaurant and try like something. But man, I can only imagine. Ah, damn it! Need to drink some water while I'm at it. Feeling this with drinking coffee black a little bit. Had some nice grounds and mixed. Yeah, like I normally drink coffee with a lot of milk or in general. And I had an idea a while back of like, oh, what if I... Oh yeah, I can't kill it with my hat. What if I drink black coffee until I learn to like it? Alright, and I had that idea, so I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I immediately liked it, so it was like, okay, turns out it's not a big deal. But then I was just like, man, I still prefer coffee with milk, so I'll just have that. Welcome back. But coffee is also a thing of like, I didn't really drink it as a teenager, or even as a young adult. I was never like that into coffee. Something I came into much later. And I still have a bit of a, I don't know, weird relationship with coffee, I feel like, because it's something that I'm not like passionate about. But it is some... How did I do that? It's not something I'm necessarily passionate about, coffee. But I still drink it. I could take it or leave it either way. What? What's your opinion? Oh, opinion on matcha. I love matcha. So, I have a nickname called Matchi, and part of that is just like, it's a combination of, well, part of it is, it was what Japanese people called me as a nickname, just as short for Matthias. So matcha, or I mean Matchi, just worked very well, innately, the nickname. But then later, I realized, oh, if you combine my name, Matthias, with matcha, it becomes Matchi. And that made me embrace that as a nickname even more. And I love matcha, basically. And part of that is related to my nickname, even though that wasn't like the full context for how it came to be. But it definitely, matcha is probably one of my favorite flavors in the world, actually. But I have a hard time recommending matcha to people because people ask me what does it taste like, and I have to be like, well, it tastes like eating grass, basically. But imagine if it tasted really good. I need to take less risks on this map. I feel I'm playing it way too unsafe. Like here, sure I can jump over here, but maybe I actually need to do this. Take my time a bit. Damn it. And yeah, my favorite candy is also matcha. And I really wish we had like availability of matcha candy in the West. And something I do dislike about matcha actually is just how in the West, god damn it, how do I move forward here? Okay, well this is the furthest I've come so far. Just by taking it easy. Matchi Poko. I'm not a fan of earthy grass. I don't want to... Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it because of that, the earthy, groundy taste. It feels almost like something that's forbidden to eat or drink. Sorry. It feels like something you shouldn't be eating or drinking, and I think that is part of the enjoyment for me. It's like eating Play-Doh. It's like, don't do that. That's poisonous. But what if Play-Doh tasted really good? This is a very difficult level. And how should I put it? I was gonna... Oh yeah, I really don't like ordering matcha at a lot of places in the West, because very often they will try to cover up the matcha taste by adding vanilla or lemon. And I hate that. I hate that they're trying to cover up the matcha taste. Like, I'm ordering a matcha, and what I'm really getting is like a vanilla latte or like a lemon tea drink. It's like, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that earthy taste, and you're ruining it for me. Okay, I need to focus just a little bit here. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, Matthias really gave it his all, and it really worked out. No! Boy, no, I did it. Take it risky. Yeah, I did it. I've actually never tried yerba mate. Matcha has apparently matcha has been like a big trend recently. I have not noticed it because apparently it's like a big TikTok trend or something. I don't use TikTok, but I have heard that it's become a big trend now. Whoa, whoops. I'll drink some water. So apparently a lot of people are getting into matcha, but I am curious, like, are they genuinely enjoying matcha? Or are they enjoying, like, that flavored vanilla kind of matcha that I dislike? And I wouldn't be able to say. I don't know. Yeah, boba tea was a... well, it still is a trend. But I do wonder if it will stick around. Like, do you guys remember frozen yogurt? I remember. I liked it. And then one day, like, frozen yogurt was everywhere, and then another day, frozen yogurt was gone, and I was like, wait, what happened to all the frozen yogurt? Can't find it anywhere in my city now. Yeah, but you weigh it to pay it. I mean, I liked it. I thought that was fun. And I don't really mean it as a way to be like, oh, it sucked or I hate it. It's more like, I miss it. I kind of want it back. What the hell is happening? What am I moving? And, well, I like boba tea as well. But it's way too sugary. And you can, there is only one good boba place in my city, and you can order it without sugar, or less sugar there. And my complaint is it's too sugary, and when you order it without or less sugar, it's not really good. Like, so it's not really worth it if you order it without the sugar. It's only worth it if you're really into it for the sugar, I feel like. And you're in a mood of like, I am okay, shoot, with spending a large amount of money on basically just sugar with a bit of the tea taste. And sometimes I am in that mood, although that has happened less recently nowadays. I'm struggling to catch that. So yeah, and I sometimes I've ordered boba tea half sugar and sometimes without sugar, but they have given me weird looks when I've ordered it without sugar, and they've been like, if it tastes funny, you can just ask us and we'll add sugar. And I'm like, nah, I want it without sugar. It's not. To be honest, it wasn't very good, but at the time I was like, I just want tea, basically, was my logic. I basically just wanted a matcha latte without sugar. But now I'll just go to a cafe for that instead. It's like, this is way too overpriced for what I'm paying and getting. Oh yeah, the first time I ever had a boba tea, I choked on it, or like I was close to choking on it, rather. So I totally get it. I totally understand. Like, I did not understand that the boba pearls would be like that easy to just immediately go up your throat, and I was like, whoop! And I was so embarrassed as well when that happened because it was out in public. Oh man. Speaking of embarrassment, I saw a thing once. One time I was ordering boba at one place. This is completely off topic from what I was talking about, but I've never talked about this with anyone. And it's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever experienced, or seen, rather. I feel like I kind of have to bring it up at some point. Which was, I was at a boba place, and I saw this girl ordering boba. And she got her order. And the cashier was showing her, like, oh yeah, so you just push the straw into a plastic. And the girl was like, no, yeah, I get it. And she was like, no, and the cashier was showing it right here, like there was a specific hole, right here. And the girl was like, no, I've had boba before, I get it. And she just smashed the straw right into the boba drink. Not where you were supposed to do it. And it splattered everywhere. And it felt like such a thing that could have been so avoidable if she had just paid attention to what she was actually saying. And it was, I felt so bad for her, like, oh my god. And she was so apologetic about it, and she immediately left out of embarrassment. And I was almost like, for a second I was like, I need to pick up tissues and help this girl out. And like, clean it up with her. But then she left. She did not stay around to clean it up. I was like, oh, okay. I guess it would be weird if I cleaned up for her then. Yeah, that was my boba story. And it's not even my story to tell. It's just me experiencing someone else's embarrassment and going like, sheesh. What if I mixed this and that? Do I like it? love blue and white stripes. It's one of my biggest, like, favorite things. But I can't stay like that. It has to be the right time and place. The hell, are there people outside? It's rare at this time. Fashionable. I just want to try this out a little bit. I have a lot of food stories, I guess, yeah. I guess I'm a big fan of food. It just kind of happens. I'm not a fan of, like, tapioca. That's my thing. I think tapioca pearls are kind of awful, and I hate chewing on them, and they're not good. So I almost always order boba tea without it, and I feel like it's not how you're supposed to do it, so I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Am I almost finished with the game? I'm looking at this thing now, and I'm like, there's only like one thing left on it. Can't even get up there. And I can't even see it clearly. I needed what? 4 more? Okay. Like, look at that. Doesn't that look finished? There's only like one thing left. Huh. Is the samurai level the final level? I wanted my outfit. My samurai outfit. Oh god. What is this? Pirate crews often always made their own pirate flag, demonstrating the fear and possible death they would make upon their opponent if they did not cooperate. The most common flag, or if a crew couldn't think of much, used the famous Jolly Roger, consisted of skull and cross and bones. I do like that. There's a bit of like, what do you call it, like craft involved with being a pirate. It's not just all bureaucracy. It's also like, so we got our laws in order. Now who on the ship enjoys sewing? Who can stitch together cloth? Did anyone learn anything from their mother? And one guy has to be like, I had an idea. What if we had a flag and it's skull and bones? All the guys are like, oh yeah, skull and bones, I like it. Oh, yeah. One guy's like, I don't know, what if we had something unique? What if we had a lion? Ugh. What, you pushed me into the lava? Everyone's like, skull and bones. Okay, I'm dead. Then that one guy has to learn how to sew. Has to stitch together a flag on his own. I'll show them. It's the worst fucking dragon. Maybe he changed it halfway from a lion to a dragon. He's like, I'll show them. And people are like, that's an awesome cat. It's not a cat, it's a dragon. Oh yeah, sure. It's a half lion, half dragon hybrid. It's a lagon. Damn it. Give me your skull. Oh, I killed it. Never mind. You know what? I'm gonna push you into the lava this time. How do you like it? Weehee. Let's see, I am... Oh man. My throat is getting a bit worn out, and I think water is not helping. Let me try one more sip. Pirate crew members would do many things to pass time, such as scrimshaw. Huh? We carve and create images onto horns and bones, or bones. Playing cards, fishing, and other games, often if they were on traditional commercial ships, these forms of entertainment would be limited or outright banned. Yeah, I was actually planning on doing a short stream, but then I don't know, I guess I had fun. And it's been fun to play Mario. I do like playing games where I get to talk more, is what I noticed. Like, that was something... Although I do like Yakuza, I don't know. I'm uncertain if I will return to streaming it. Maybe I will, only to, like, walk around a bit. Because I feel like I very much enjoy playing games where I get to socialize, talk, and story doesn't interrupt it. There can also be time for that. Damn it! Okay, I did not die. Keeping Matias awake using artifact, and it has worked. You found it. You found my weakness. What are Yarg? Oh, is Yarg? So it's like specifically pirate fact. Yarg. You get it. I think. I always play Wander Stop, relax and make some tea. I've seen that game, but I don't know what it's about. I think I will, after I die, we can raid someone. Or something like that. I've not made up my mind. Should have definitely had more water in between, and not just when my throat started wearing out. I'll have some more water. But I do like streaming. It's been very fun. So I think that is also just a part of the practice, right? Talking for long sessions. You have to learn, get accustomed to it. Okay, it was not bad. I did not have to do that. Wasn't I here in the beginning? What the hell? This is this place. Oh, can I get the painter outfit? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Nope, not this one. I cannot get it, but I will get this one. I'll get that. Do I look dumb? Actually, that looks completely fine. Some would maybe argue better, because it looks better, like, not French, without the beret. Man, my Mario looks awesome. I wish I could just see his outfit. I might just stay like this for the rest of the game now. It's really difficult to show him off. It's a cozy game. It's more of a cozy game. Okay, okay, that sounds cool. Okay, he's still doing that motion like it's too hot. I guess that's just what he does. It's one of Mario's characteristics. Mario has never painted an image. No, wait, there's Mario Paint. I'm sorry, sorry for doubting me, Mario. I was about to say he's never painted anything in his life. He's actually a very avid painter. How about that? Mario, always hot. All the time. Yeah. Man, I love this outfit. Very good. Might not even get the hat, the beret. Oh, now I know what it reminds me of Van Gogh, because he also had a hat like this, and he was a painter. My God. What if we looked at his ear and it was gone? Like, ooh. Mario, no. Don't send that to Princess Peach. Has anyone seen... This is a very off topic or different thing based on that. Has anyone seen the movie Dreams by Akira Kurosawa? Because there's a scene in that film that features Vincent van Gogh. And it's a very good scene. I didn't really have a whole lot to add to that other than it is a very interesting scene. And it's played by like a very famous American actor, but I don't know his name, I can't remember it. Have I been here before? I cannot recall. Oh, I have not, I think. What is this? I have to like memorize a certain path or something like that? Okay, was it that simple? Okay, oops. It's over. Okay, I thought there was more to it than that. If a pirate ship's crew was large enough, crew members... I guess all the pirates stuff is just because Mario had a pirate's outfit before, and that brought up a lot of pirate talk. So it's just kind of been a lot of pirates. Anyway, Vincent van Gogh. He had a good scene in a movie I liked. I completely forgot why I brought that up. Oh yeah, there was another thing I was doing right. But I have not done this either. Ah, you know what? I am actually feeling like my throat is finally worn out. I will read the final pirate fact. Yeah. Sometimes that may happen. Pirates. Yeah. Sometimes pirates. Let's see, who is someone I can raid and I can read the pirate fact while doing that? Oh, Sigrid and Bird. Let's see. If a pirate ship's crew was large enough, crew members were assigned to positions such as cannoneer or sail adjustments would have dedicated leader. An entire ship or ship's crew would have a dedicated foreman. So they had multiple leaders. Okay. That's cool. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like overwhelmingly being a pirate is just kind of like being a part of a how do I put it? It reminds me of when I was a young adult and they assigned me a job. They didn't assign me a job, but I had like a thing where I was like, I don't know what I want to do, and I had to like be a part of a trade kind of thing. And that's basically just what pirate is. You're just like, I don't know what trade I am, so I guess I'll do something that's all around similar kind of thing where you learn on the job. I'll murder people. Bye, Mario. Thank you for watching the stream, and I will be back. I will return. I will rest my voice. Maybe I'll come back sooner than one might think. And thank you for watching. Bye.